Good morning, friends. In today's session, I will be teaching you all guys how to draw and optimize layout, right? Like most of you are facing problem in drawing and optimizing the layout, and many of you have also asked me to help. So if I would be present physically with you, then I would definitely have helped you. But even if I'm not present physically, I can help you in some way or the other. So let's begin, right? So for that, how we will begin? Let me go. So here is the assignments. This was like a sample assignment which I made. So I will today teach you how to build a CMOS inverter, because once you know the basic thing, then after that I don't think that you will face any issue in implementing the same for larger circuits, right? So today let's start with a CMOS, simple CMOS inverter. So first, before drawing it on this software, let me open the software also. Let's open it. I'll edit student version, student, yeah. So I've opened it. Okay, yes. So this palette is opened, and this area, this whole is p-type substrate. You all guys knows about this, and these are the few selection items which you can use. So let's minimize this. First, we will focus on this diagram. So before, let me tell you guys, like before the advancement of this CMOS fabrication technology and all sort of fabrication technology, uh, the designers used to design using the some specific technology like 2.5 micron or 25 micron, 0.25 micron. So based on that technology, they were having definite set of rules, and they used to implement that those given set of rules to create the layout, and after the creating of layout, they would further create mask, and then finally they will create the integrated circuit, right? But you see that the technologies nowadays is evolving more than exponentially. I mean, it's now we have 7 nanometer, or I think my friend has told that they are also working on 5 nanometer SoCs for the mobile phones. So, and even in desktop, I think they have manufactured 10 nanometer chips, that processors. I think Ryzen 7 series, they are all manufactured on 10 or 9 nanometer manufacturing process, and Intel up to 8th generation Coffee Lake and Comet Lake, they were relying on 14 nanometer plus architecture, but now they have also started to downscale, means scale the technology down, means their feature size is now even lesser, I think 11 nanometer. You can check out in the web, but keeping those things aside, let me tell you what I'm actually trying to say. So these always created a confusion, like if a company or if Intel is working on some 2.5 micrometer technology or 0.25 micrometer technology, and when the technology changed, then they have to create a new set of rules, right? So this was a very problematic at that time. So there then came a idea of devising lambda rules. So what is a lambda? Is a device technology independent parameter. So whatever the device technology may be, you can apply this lambda rules for any device, right? Just by putting the value of lambda and drawing the whole layout in terms of lambda, and when you replace that lambda by the feature size, then you will definitely get what we say the new technology. Like if initially 2 lambda is the length of the what we can say channel length. So 2 lambda is let's suppose 2 micron. So lambda comes out to be 1 micron, but suddenly that 2 lambda becomes after some time it becomes 2 lambda is or the length of the transistor is 0.25 micron. Then the lambda value of lambda will become 0.125 micrometer. So these lambda rules are basically technology means technology independent device technology, the feature size independent parameters. So once you know this, you will be very much comfortable in drawing all the layouts, and I am happy to help you all guys in drawing and optimizing the layout. So let's begin. So suppose I am required to make a PMOS. So for PMOS, what I require, this is the active region, right? And these are the metal contact. This is metal, and on top of that we have a contact. And for lambda rules, this 2 lambda by 2 lambda is the default case. I mean, you cannot keep it somewhere less than 2 lambda by 2 lambda, because that will cause DRC error, right? And this is the size of poly. So length of the poly can be anything. I mean, this is the width can be anything, but the length should be 2 lambda by default. Okay. Now coming to the next part is when this contact you place it above this metal. So this contact should be at least separated by a distance of lambda from this edge of this metal. You see, this is 2 lambda by 2 lambda, and you can see the mouse. This distance must be minimum lambda, and this distance also must be minimum lambda. Here also lambda, here also lambda. So when I sum up all this, the minimum size of the metal comes out to be 4 lambda by 4 lambda. If you keep something somewhat less than this, then you will get DRC error, right? If you increase, then also you will not face any problem, but you should at least keep 4 lambda by 4 lambda. I mean that minimum spacing should be 1 lambda. Similarly, here also the spacing between the edge of this metal and this polysilicon layer should be 1 lambda. This is 2 lambda. This is also 1 lambda. This is lambda. This is 2 lambda. This is lambda, and this is 2 lambda. So how you will create the active layer? So after you see, for creating any like PMOS, right? So for creating PMOS, I would suggest that you follow this approach. First, you create NOL. Okay, you first draw all these things on rough paper with scale, because lambda is a technology independent parameter. So ultimately it will not have much effect even if you don't draw it accurately, but this should give you a rough idea. So what I do, how I draw is, first I draw the NOL. After drawing the NOL, I draw the P select. Now the distance, minimum separation between the P select and this NOL edge should be 2 lambda on both sides. So you maintain this also. And after drawing the P select, what we have? After drawing the P select, we have to put active. So the minimum separation between the active and this edge of the P select should be 2 lambda on both sides. So right. After drawing the active, I will draw the metal, and after placing the 2 metal, I will place this polysilicon layer, and after that I will place the metal contact. And how I achieve this this type of design is that once I place NOL, right, after that I will place P select. After placing this, I will immediately run DRC check. Okay, so if there is any sort of error, then it will immediately be reflected in this step itself, rather than drawing the whole layout, means whole PMOS transistor completely and then go checking the DRC errors. That would be very tedious, and that's why I think most of you guys are facing difficulties, right? So in order to avoid avoid such things, I go step by step. Like I created NOL, then after that I will create P select, I will check for DRC. After that I will create active, I will check DRC, and after that I will put metal, I will check DRC, and metal on then polysilicon DRC. So step by step, if I check the DRC errors, then ultimately I will be very much comfortable, and this drawing layout wouldn't be so much tedious, right? So let's begin. So let's take here the dimensions of the NOL. I have taken the width is 22 lambda and the height is 30 lambda. So let's this is the edit, and because I have told you that lambda is technology independent parameter, so I don't need to do anything. I don't need to do anything. Just I will first select what I require. I require initially I require NOL, right? So I will select this square box. You see, I selected this square box. After selecting the square box, I will select NOL. Where it is? Yeah, this is the NOL. So after selecting NOL, now you clearly observe in the top in the bottom above the start button, like type here to search, just above that there, what you can see, drawing box layer NOL. The width over there is written. Clearly you can see, right? Clearly you can see. You don't have you don't be facing any problem, right? So there you see the width is 21.5 and height is 15. What's our goal is? Our goal is that width should be 22 lambda and height should be 30 lambda. So same thing we will be drawing. Let's cut this. I've selected this. Press delete. Now let's. So width was 20. Width was how much? 22 lambda and height was 30 lambda. So I have selected anvil. Again I have selected this box and just drag it. You see that you clearly see that W is 22.5. So I will drag it somewhat left, and height I have to increase the height was 30. So I will just drag it vertically down, ensuring that the width remains 22 lambda. So when I've dragged it vertically down, ultimately it comes out to be I say 30 lambda, right? So I have created this anvil. After this, let's see what next we have to do. Let's open this. Now we have to draw the P select. This is the P select, and what is the dimension, guys? The dimensions are, oh my god, how it's 34. Oh, this sorry, this was 22 lambda and this was 38 lambda. I took 30 lambda, so please there's one error, so let's correct it. For correcting it, guys, you don't have to delete it. What you can do, you can just click on this arrow. You just click on this, you just then again click on this selection area, and then you press the alt button and together the right click button, you just drag it down, right? You can see how easily I'm doing it. What I've done, I've pressed that arrow button, then I have clicked on the corner, on the edge of this black box, whatever you can say, and by pressing alt and right click mouse together, I am dragging it, simply dragging it down. So my goal was height should be 38. So finally I got height, right? Now you can see the width has increased by 0.5 lambda units. So I will just press the right click of the mouse button, left click of the mouse button and alt together, and after that, wait a second, wait, I will click on this corner first, then I will click alt button and right click together, and then slowly I will drag it. Oh my god, why it's not happening? Wait, this was the tricky part. Let me do it. Yeah, after selecting this, I will press alt button. Yeah, you can see 21.5. Our goal was 22. So once you practice only, then you will achieve this. This is not the thing that someone will teach you, like spoon feed you to draw layout. You have to practice it. So the width is now 22 lambda and the height is 38 lambda. Okay, very fine. This anvil drawing we have achieved. After drawing this anvil, our next goal is to draw P select, right? So how will you draw P select, guys? The P select height is 34 lambda and width is 18 lambda. So now I'll take the mouse button over here, P select. Now for zooming in, what you have to do, you have in the mouse, in the numpad area, you have plus and minus button. So once you press plus, the layout will be zoomed, and in order to maneuver through this layout, you can use the navigation keys, right? Like I am using. See, by pressing the left key, I have gone to left side and up and down. So this is the way. And once you press the minus key, you have zoom out. Okay, so plus you have to zoom in and minus you have to zoom out. Now, what our goal is, I will go a little bit up, and then now we have to implant a P select, right? So I will select this one, but before we should check the dimension. The dimension is width 18 and 34 is the, what is it? 34 is the height. Okay, so I will place this over here, and I am now, yeah, in the bottom corner, what you can see, drawing box layer P select, width is 4.5, height is 7. So I will just increase it. What's my goal was? Well, my goal was that the width should be 18 lambda. So this 18 lambda is I have achieved. The height should be 34 lambda, right? So I will press minus button at the same time, and slowly I will drag it down. So yeah, the width is now 18 lambda and the height is 34 lambda. Area is also giving. So let's wait a second. Yeah, and this, the height is 34 and width is wait a second. So this is the tricky part. When you have to adjust the dimensions by fraction, then that's the tricky part. So height is, I will drag it down slowly, and yeah, after doing this, now what you all what most of the people do, like they, after drawing the layout, they go on drawing it till the end, and then they check the DRC error in the end. So there, that creates so much of confusion, right? So what I suggest you is that you just click on the tools DRC and then say okay. So as you can see, I have first created this NVEL. After NVEL, I have zoomed in by pressing the plus button. After zooming in, I have selected the P select, and I know the dimensions, right? I know the dimension, that is 34 lambda and 18 lambda. So same thing I have drawn in this layout inside the NVEL, and after that immediately I have checked the DRC error, tools DRC, okay. So if it gives no DRC, then you are good to go, means you are quite relaxed, right? After this, what next you have to do? So next thing which you have to do, guys, is you just go in the diagram. You see, after P select, my next goal is to draw active. Okay, so active, the height is 30 lambda and width is 14 lambda. So let's try to draw the same inside this. Okay, inside the P select. So I have selected active. After selecting active, I have selected plus button. I will use the navigation keys to maneuver up, down, left, right, and then I will select somewhere over here. I will select it, and then I will start dragging. And what was the width we required? Width, I think 14 lambda, right? And wait a second. Let's check it again. So active, the width was 14 and height was 30. So width was 14. So width, let it be 14, and height we are expecting is 30. Just you now press minus key, okay, and just drag it downwards. 14 and the height it should be 30. Oh my god, I made a mistake. Wait a second. I will select this. Just I will again do the same thing. I will click on the edge, press Alt button, and slowly drag it down. So when I dragged it down, the height came to be 30, but width is 13, right? So I have to increase it. So I will again click on the corner, press Alt, then I will click the mouse button, and slowly I will drag it so it comes to be 14. Okay, how I am increasing the size, guys? Very simple. First you click on this mouse button, arrow button. After that you click on the edge. Like if you want to increase this width, then you click here. After clicking, you click Alt button. After clicking, you click Alt button, and then after clicking Alt button, you press the right click of the mouse button, and you will be able to drag it. Okay, so you can see, for active, whatever I have drawn in this layout or in this paper, I am achieving the same thing over here. My width is 14 and the height is 30. After that, again we'll perform DRC. If any DRC error comes, then we are very happy, means we can rectify it here only, na? Like why will you go to the last stage and then rectify? So it's better to check DRC at every step. So again, go tools, DRC. Okay, so now you can see that error has come. Now what error has came? You can click over here and you will see it is here, active to P select edge is 1.5 lambda, which is less than 2 lambda. So what I told you, that active to P select should be minimum, the distance should be 2 lambda, but here it is 1 lambda on both sides, even on this side and this side. So, and what's the error here it is coming? Let's see. So actually that's the error which is coming, right? So what I can do, I will try to rectify it by selecting it and then pressing Alt, and then I will select on the center, not on the corner. And after selecting in center, I will slowly drag it little bit I will try to position it in the center, right? After that, I will again go to tools, DRC. Okay, so again 10 DRC error found. So what's the error, guys? I can't this is right, source to drain active, source drain active, maybe it's source or drain active to well edge. should be, yeah, see. So why are you guys all relying on learning the this drawing the layout from book? Just by using this software you will become proficient. So what next edit is coming, that this the wall of active to well edge, this is the well edge, this height should be 6 lambda, okay, and here we have it is 4 lambda, that's why the error is coming. So let's try to increase the height of this well. Look, error has come in the well, so we will do the modification in well. Why will we modify anywhere else? And here also it's the same. Well edge is 4 lambda, so I will just increase the size of well. So how will you increase the size of well? I will click on this selection and I will click here on the edge of the well. Okay, so once I have clicked on the edge of the well, so here it is in the bottom, you can see selection box on layer and well. So just after that I will click alt, then right click of the mouse button, I'll slowly drag it little bit upwards, because we have drawn whatever we have drawn in the copy is a rough diagram. So adjusting and optimizing by increasing the width and height by lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda, that doesn't necessarily make much of a difference in actual layers. So I have increased the height, let's suppose this side I have increased by this much unit, and on this side also I will increase by this much unit. You can even increase lower it little bit, yeah. And also on this side I will try to increase it. Wait a second, first let me select this, yeah, and then why it's not happening. Yeah, let's select this. I've selected, clicked on alt, right click, yeah, slowly I have dragged it here, and then I will select it here, alt, and slowly I have dragged, I will drag it here. Now let's check the DRC error. It is coming DRC, okay, 8 DRC error found. Now what's the DRC, guys? Let's see. So it's I have increased the height, this distance, guys, but this is still 5 lambda, which is less than 6 lambda, right? So what I will do now, I will again click on selection, I will click here, okay. After that I will just drag it little bit down, okay. Let's this will suffice, and again I will click over here, I will just drag it little bit up, okay. And this side also I think little bit I can drag it. I will click on alt and drag it on this side. Again I will click on alt, drag it little this side, yeah. Now let's check the DRC tools, DRC, okay. 2 DRC error found. So what is the DRC error? So yeah, this is 5.5 lambda, this is less than 6 lambda. So you are actually by drawing, only by drawing you are going to learn it. Like there is no hard and fast rule that I will tell you 10 set of rules, like this is rule number 1 to rule number 10. You go on learning those rules, and this comes by practice. So this, the active to well edge is 5 lambda. So what I have to do next, I will again click on selection box, I will click here, press alt, then right click of the mouse button, slowly I will drag it little bit. So once I have dragged it, let's drag it, I have increased. Now again tool DRC, okay. So now what I have finally achieved, I have eliminated the DRC errors. So up to now you can see I have drawn a basic NL in copy. On top of that I have drawn P select, and on top of that I have drawn active. Error was coming, I rectified there itself, there itself. So I don't have any trouble in the further stages. Now next what we have to do, next we have to draw metal, right? You can see in this metal, so metal size should be 4 lambda by 4 lambda, and this is also 4 lambda for 4 lambda. So let's take metal and draw it. So this is metal 1. For drawing I will suggest you to enlarge it, because then it will be very much comfortable. You will be very much comfortable. You just again select this square box. After selecting the square box, you draw, and you closely monitor the width and height. So height I achieved 4 lambda, but width is still 3 lambda. I will slowly increase it little bit, yeah. Now this is 4 lambda by 4 lambda. So again I don't need to draw it. I will simply click on selection. I will click click on the metal part. I will then press Ctrl plus C. I have copied, and then the part, then the on the point where we want to paste, I will take the mouse button and click over there, and then I will do Control plus B. So once I have done Control plus B, it came over there, but it is not showing exactly, means it will cause DRC error. I cannot place metal on top of this active layer and P select. So I will click on this, and after clicking I will press Alt, and then I will wait a second. I have not selected. Yeah, I have selected this blue one. So after selecting this blue one, I will click an Alt, and then I will slowly put it here. So once you have put the two metal, you are also now required to place the metal contact. Sorry. So before placing the metal contact, you have to check the DRC error. So again, you go to Tools, DRC. Okay, so you got a DRC error. What's the DRC error, guys? Wait. Yeah, this is the DRC error. Why it's coming? Source to drain well to well edge is 5 point, but previously it gave error was eliminated. Why it's coming again? Okay, let's increase the size. So I'll click over here. Let's check DRC. To DRC error is coming. Why it's coming? I can't understand. Okay, let's delete one. Let's again perform DRC. What's the error with it? I can't understand. Now it is giving trouble over here. Like 1.5 lambda. Okay, then I will click over here, and then I will lower the size, and I will increase it a little bit. Okay, then again go to Tools, DRC. Okay, again 2D2. What's coming? I don't understand. This is 5.5 lambda. Okay, let's increase it. Yeah, now let's check Tools, DRC. Okay, yeah. So you can see, if we go step by step approach, then ultimately we are going to become good designers. So again you go. So by placing this metal contact, I didn't encounter any DRC error. Now again I will just click on this Control plus C, and then on the I will paste this Control plus V. After that I will click on this, press Alt button, and together I will drag it somewhere over here. So let's see if I place two metal points, if DRC error is coming or not. So again I will go to Tools, DRC. Okay, so yeah, happily we didn't get any DRC error. Finally the last step is to press the contact. So I will, this is the poly contact or active contact. So this is the active contact we have to make. So active contact means the dimension should be 2 lambda by 2 lambda. So for that again I will press plus mouse button, I will review, and again I will select this square button, and I will draw it over here. So as you can see, I've drawn this. Width is, and height is 1.15 by 1.5. So once you have drawn 1.5 by 1.5 and you try to do the DRC, let's see what happens. It will give you error. Yeah, you see there's one DRC error. What is the DRC error? Let's see. I think this is the where it gives the DRC error. I don't know, but the DRC error is basically coming because the dimensions which we have taken of this active contact is 1.5 lambda by 1.5 lambda, so it should be increased. So how we will do? I will just click over here. I will then click on the edge, Alt, and then I will drag it little bit down. Click over here. Yeah, that's it's not happening. Active contact. It should. I should be able to drag. Why I'm not able to drag? Wait a second. Okay, then if maybe if not, if it is not happening, then I will be I can delete it, but wait a second, it should happen, guys. Why it's not happening? Okay, let's delete it. If it's not happening, then we'll again draw. I have taken again this active contact. I will draw over here. Let's zoom a little bit more. Yeah, now you will be comfortable in drawing. So just drag. So now it's 2 lambda by 2 lambda, but this spacing also you have to keep in mind. This should be minimum 1 lambda. If it is not 1 lambda, then you are not able to draw. So for that, adjusting the spacing, I will again click on over here, and then yeah, see there is some sort of thing. 6.1 active lambda not equal to 2 lambda. Contact exact size is not equal, so it is giving some error. So I should increase it. Wait a second. So let's delete it also. And after that, this is 2 lambda by 2 lambda, but once I do DRC, so you can see error will come because the spacing is not correct. So for that, I will click it and drag it in the center. So once I've dragged it in the center, I think the DRC error should be removed now. So yeah, no DRC error found. So after doing this, guys, you can, what you can do, you just copy it by clicking on Control plus C, and then here you can Control plus V, you can paste it. So once I have got a copy of this, I will click on this, press Alt button, and simultaneously I will drag it in the center. You see, so I have dragged this. So finally I have created this metal, and on this metal contact, this dimension is 2 lambda by 2 lambda. Spacing is also greater than lambda. So I think we won't find any DRC error. Let's see. DRC. Okay, so finally, guys, I have explained you how to draw PMOS. Now it's very easy. You have to place a metal poly contact over there. So for that, let me also explain you that also. So at the last, I will take this poly, and after this poly, that the dimension should be how much? 2 lambda. The length should be 2 lambda. Length can be anything, na? So width I have to take to 2 lambda. So that is the only the feature size. So you can see in the at the bottom, the width is now 2 lambda, right? And height can be anything. So just I have maintained the width to lambda, and height is anything. But once I do DRC error, the distance between this metal and this edge of the metal and poly is not lambda. It is less than lambda. So again I will get DRC error. You see, tools DRC. Okay. So again I got DRC. So how I will rectify it? Again I will click on selection, and I will slowly move it a little bit like this. So still I am getting DRC, I think. So for that, I have also a solution. You just zoom in, and you see that this height, this distance is coming to be, I think it is lambda, but this is somewhat means less than lambda. So for that, I will select this blue button, and I will simply drag it a little bit towards right. So wait a second, and right, yeah, I've simply dragged it a little bit towards right, and on then I will click on this selection. I will just place it after clicking Alt and this together. I will click it, and yeah. So now I finally achieved. Now you can see. Let's done DRC again. So now no DRC. So finally I created a PMOS. Similarly, you can create NMOS. One, I have explained you clearly how to do. The same thing you can also do for NMOS. You can also do optimizations by increasing this width and decreasing this width. So you try it, guys. Okay. Thank you then.